Master these 4 universal tricks for summer fishing. Not the entire summer is a slow fishing season, the real challenge comes in midsummer, the hottest period of the year, which is truly a slack season for fishing. If you want to avoid returning empty-handed when fishing in the slack season, you must pay attention to strategies. For example, don't go out in bad weather, don't cast your rod without a good spot, fish whatever species are available, etc. The fish activity is poor during the slack season, so your fishing methods need to be flexible. 1. Favorable time and location. Even in waters with relatively abundant fish resources, fishing is still difficult in midsummer. Due to the inevitable changes in climate, the number of days and the duration of fish feeding are reduced. Therefore, it's best not to go out in unsuitable weather. The only suitable weather for fishing in midsummer is rainy days. If you dare to go out without rain, you'll probably catch no fish and even suffer from heat stroke. The selection of fishing spots is even more particular. There are no fish in many places because midsummer is not the time when fish swim all over the water looking for food. Instead, fish mainly gather in cool areas. The deep water is too vast to find fish nests, so only flowing water and shaded places are the first choices. Although flowing water has more advantages, bridge holes that avoid the sun are where anglers like to gather. 2. Which fish are easy to catch? Different fish species have different habits, and the difficulty of fishing varies under different weather and temperature conditions. On rainy days, it's suitable for bottom fishing, which is the best time for bottom-dwelling fish to forage, so you should mainly target fish such as carp, crucian carp, and black carp. After the water rises, carp, grass carp, and topmouth coulter are easy to catch, but crucian carp are not so easy, which is related to their preference for clean water. In flooded areas after rising water, there are often a large number of carp, grass carp, and yellow catfish. If you insist on fishing on sunny days, besides bottom fishing in the early morning and evening, it's most appropriate to fish for silver carp and bighead carp. If silver carp and bighead carp are not allowed to be fished, you can only fish for whitebait and small topmouth coulter. 3. Bring a complete range of baits. Just because you don't know which fish will be easy to catch on a given day, you must bring more baits. The variety of baits carried in summer is much higher than in other seasons. Generally speaking, due to the high temperature in summer, there are a lot of small fish, so the baits should be mainly light-flavored, because most small fish don't like light-tasting food. However, you must bring a stick of tender corn. If there are too many small fish and the dough bait can't reach the bottom, waiting with tender corn is also a good choice. You must bring a pack of earthworms. If it's hard to catch all kinds of fish, you can try fishing for crucian carp in the gaps of reeds or lotus leaves. If crucian carp are also hard to catch, don't forget that yellow catfish are not afraid of heat, muddy water, or low oxygen. Even when the water quality changes greatly, this kind of fish will still bite. 4. Flexible fishing methods. Fishing methods are actually closely related to the target fish and the choice of fishing spots. Different terrains and water flow conditions will also affect the fishing methods, because different fish generally have more suitable fishing methods. For example, when fishing for small fish such as whitebait or small topmouth coulter, half-flying lead or full-flying lead is more appropriate, so you must master the flying lead fishing method. When fishing in flowing water areas such as inlets, methods like running lead or double leads are necessary. If the water flow is relatively fast, it makes no difference whether there is a float or not, so you must master the tight line tip fishing method. When fishing for yellow catfish, you must be able to use the long rod with short line and 7-star float. These are relatively conventional fishing methods. If you see grass carp feeding around the reeds in the water, you will definitely be eager to try. If you don't know how to cast a single hook far, it will be difficult to catch the feeding grass carp. Author profile: I am a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and let's exchange fishing skills and discuss every bit of wild fishing for anglers. Give a like, collect, and follow to avoid getting lost in the next update.